Good morning, everyone. It's Cindy. It's Monday. It's the first week back after all the holidays. Actually, not technically, but first full week back post Labor Day. And so I guess we're all back at it, trying to see what this week is going to bring for us. People are saying get your popcorn ready for the debate tomorrow night. I'm saying get the whiskey ready because this should be fascinating to watch. I was thinking, maybe you were too, it's kind of interesting that we're actually having a debate, right? Like when they're showing some of the national poll numbers, and the poll numbers are showing where she's doing good, and it's basically one or two states that she has to win over. So what does it mean, win over? Like, what is it that we think that she can say or do? I mean, how do we get to this point in the election cycle and people not have made up their minds? I don't understand that either. I mean, you probably hear me on here a lot going, I just don't understand. This is so clear because, it's not like you're voting. This is not an election over Democrats versus Republicans. This is our livelihoods, right? And who votes against their livelihood? Who votes against whether there's actually going to be a democracy and whether we're going to have any rights or not? And even if it's not me, I mean, I'm old enough that some of the things that they're taking away, Trump and Vance, don't impact me per se. But so what? Like, why can't I stand up for other people and make sure other people's lives are better, not worse, and not even the same? We had to. So what that we had to struggle? Let's make the world better for our brother or sister next door to us, or as Tim Walz would say, our neighbor, the young women that are coming behind us that we want to make sure have better lives, have better earning power, have better things for their family. Why is it so bad to be good, to have goodness inside of us and want to be somebody of good character? Look, when they stood up, did you see when Trump filled the Supreme Court and they stacked the judges' qualifications up against each other, and Comey Barrett was the least qualified and still got in? Clearly Vice President Harris is the most qualified. I mean, it's clearly, she's done everything professionally to warrant her being in that position of power. So again, this isn't an issue of qualifications. It's an issue of, do I like her? Do I don't like her? Right? That's the obstacle she has to overcome. Will they like me enough to vote for me or not? She's using the language for all Americans. I love that. I love that. She wants to make this world better for every single person. Don't you think you would be happier knowing that the person next door to you is being fed and cared for and not suffering? Why would you wish suffering on anybody else? Remember that movie, The Family That Prays, Preys, with Sanane Latham and Alfred Woodard? She made a comment in there that I have used and I've never forgotten. And she said, you can't have joy in your own life by creating misery in someone else's. And by God, if that just isn't true, let's make the world better for our neighbors, for the people around us, for our brothers and sisters that are out here suffering too. We can solve a lot of these problems if we work in unity. The Cheneys see that. Do you? Have a good week. We'll be talking more about this week.